Alrighty, what's up, everybody? My peeps. What's going on, you sexy bitches and all you other pieces of garbage? It is I, your tribal god of extreme, Peter Joseph here, for a Wednesday night video. And it's Wednesday night. You know what that means. We got AEW Dynamite coming your way in just a little bit on that great station of TBS. Should be a great show tonight. Week 2 of the AEW Continental Breakfast of Champions Classic. Got some good matches tonight. We got Claudio Castagnoli, the Swiss Superman, taking on the big man from the House of Black, Brody King. Ho, ho, ho. Now, that should be a pretty damn good match. We got the Dynamite Dozen Battle Royal, where we got Adam Cole, baby! And Kyle O'Reilly. Auto Parts, already 2 of the participants in that match. We don't know who the other ones are. And we'll see what happens with that. But the winner of the Battle Royal will face Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker, I assume, next week at Winner is Coming for the coveted Dynamite Diamond Ring, which Max still has, that Max has defended and won 5 years in a row. He won it in 2019, and pretty much the last 2020, 21, 22, 23, the last 4 years, he has barely retained that Dynamite Diamond Ring of his. Can he make it 5 for 5? We'll see what happens with that, and who probably will face him at Winner is Coming for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. I think he will retain it, and he will face Kyle O'Reilly. Mark my words, Kyle O'Reilly will win the Battle Royal. I think he will throw out Adam Cole at the end, and then he'll lose the Max, get hurt, so he'll be out. Roddy will be out. So Adam Cole's going to be really, really, really pissed. And he's going to eventually face Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker at World's End, 1 year in the making. And we'll see what happens with that as we roll on with the final 27 days of the year. So we're just under a month, well, not under a month, but we're just under 4 weeks away from the end of the year. We are 3 weeks from tonight is that great holiday of Christmas. Can't wait for that. So I hope you're doing your Christmas shopping now, or at least in the next 2 weeks, because if you do it the weekend before Christmas, good luck going to the retail stores and whatever you got to go to get your gifts. And if you're getting it shipped, I would do it, now, and get it here, depending where it's coming from, of course. But if it's coming from overseas, you better get it now. But if it's coming from the United States, hopefully you get it in 3 to 5 days. Like I said, depending where it's from in the United States. If it's coming from California, you're probably getting it in about a week or so. Florida, you probably get it about a week or so. In middle of America, you probably get it around 5 days. But if you have, next day shipping, you'll get it quick. Or if you don't, well, hopefully you get it before Christmas. And that's sad. But the holiday season is fast approaching. Well, it's already here. But Christmas, and for my great Jewish fans out there, Hanukkah is coming up as well around the same time as Christmas. It's crazy. So we got that, and then the end of the year, and then we'll turn the calendar over to the brand new year, 2025. And we'll be screaming, Crappy New Year! And for some of you, this year has been pretty damn crappy. But hopefully next year will be a fresh start, a hard reset, and hopefully it'll be way better than this year was for some of you. But we move on with that. Alright, so we got all that coming your way. And also tonight we got Dynamite coming up in a little bit. But we'll talk about that probably later. And also NXT maybe tonight, most likely tomorrow. And then the return of TNA and Ring of Honor reviews coming away. If not tomorrow, probably by Friday. And then we got SmackDown and Rampage coming back on Friday night as well. And then on Saturday, I will do my NXT Deadline predictions. And also the review as well on the Peter Joseph channel. Sunday, it'll probably be Sunday night I'll do Collision. Because I will be out pretty much all day Sunday. So, and that's pretty much it for that. So I hope everybody had a great day. And if you didn't, well, too bad for you. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching right here on the Peter Joseph channel. I'm Peter Joseph, but I think you all knew that already. Some of you did, some of you don't. But if you don't know, I'm Peter Joseph. I am a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling and other shit. And if you like it, great. You know, get the fuck off. But subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 700 subscribers. So, I don't think we'll get there the rest of the next 27 days. That would be nice, but I don't think so. But we'll probably get to 700 sometime next year. Hopefully, but we'll see. But subscribe to this channel, subscribe to my other channels down below. And friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that bell, turn on all notifications, so you don't miss anything. Because if you do, too bad for you. Because you're SOL, and you know what that means. But that's all I gotta say about that. You missed it, you missed it. And if you're brand new here, well, welcome to the party, pal. You sit back, you relax, and hope you enjoy the ride. Grab that cold one, as always. Put your feet up, and enjoy the show. You like it? Great. You know, you're gonna like it anyway, because you're still gonna watch. Thank you for the free view. And you don't like it? Well, you can pretty much kiss my rosy red ass, Mahoney. That's it. You don't like it? Get the fuck off. Go to your dead channel that nobody cares about. And still obsess over me. And be jealous. That's all I gotta say about that. What are you gonna be jealous about? Do I have to explain it to you? Bueller? Just jealous I'm way better than you, and you know it. Little kids. 25, 30-year-old kids thinking they're great. They're not. Think they're tough guys, and they're not. But it is what it is. Pretty much, you're irrelevant, and I'm better than you. Oh, but you only get 50 subs. You only get this and that. Do I care? No. Well, yes you do. No, I don't. I don't care how many subs I get. I don't care how many views I get. Whether it be on a regular video or on my shorts, which are fucking epic sometimes. Well, most of the time, not all the time. If it gets a lot of views, great. If it doesn't, I don't care. Either way, people are watching my shit. So, and I get comments every so often. That's great. So, I just got a comment on my last short I did with Punk and Seth Rollins. So, don't give me that bullshit and nobody watches my videos and nobody comments. I mean, people sometimes comment on my stuff. They don't have to. It's their prerogative. You can't handle that, then you need your head examined. Or caved in, one of the two, but I digress. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this Tuesday night, really quickly before we get into Dynamite, got some wrestling news for you. And big one today, well, besides, SmackDown went way down again. Went from a 1.5 last week down to a 1.3 this past Friday. Ouch. That had to hurt. That wasn't so great. And also today, Nick, God, man, said that WWE will still be TV friendly until they hit the Netflix. Because when the crowd chants, "Holy shit!" and cursing up a storm, they'll be on Netflix. They don't have to have that problem. But pretty much for the next couple weeks, the WWE programming will be fan-friendly, and nobody will give a shit. We had that. I forgot what else happened today. There was a couple of other stories I forgot. Well, that's one of the big stories was Nick Khan saying that WWE is going to be fan-friendly by the time it hits Netflix. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But the big news I want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, as the title below says... before I get to that big news, Rampage, like I said in my last video, which you better see, you better watch and see, Rampage, final episode, December the 27th, that's 3 weeks from Friday, final episode of Rampage, and it will be in the Hammerstein Ballroom, so it's probably going to be taped either that Saturday, the 21st, or during the Dynamite tape. I would think the Dynamite taping's on the 22nd. So that's going to be pretty damn good. So how fitting, the final Rampage at the Hammerstein Ballroom. It feels like, you know, when Ring of Honor got away from the Grand Ballroom days and they used to do all their shows downstairs on the first floor. Well, actually, the first floor, basically. In the Hammerstein Ballroom, which holds way more people than the Grand Ballroom, which holds like 500, maybe around 1,000. But the Hammerstein can hold about 2,000 people at least. Maybe 2,500, close to 3,000. But I'll tell you right now, final battle is, I don't know how many tickets are left, but actually I could probably find that out. Let me go to Google, because you have to Google everything before we get to the big news. How many tickets are left for Final Battle 2024? Let's see. Well, tickets are on sale now. I don't know how many tickets they have sold yet. Trying to find it. Yeah, I don't see how many tickets they have left. But I know for a fact that Final Battle is gonna be sold out. If it's in the Hammerstein, you know a lot of people from New York are going to be there. People from Connecticut, people from Jersey, people from maybe from Pennsylvania, coming from Connecticut, Massachusetts maybe. I mean, all over the Northeast, maybe down south, maybe Midwest, who knows? But a lot of people are going to be emanating at the Hammerstein Christmas weekend. December 20th, 21st, and 22nd. For the Collision tapings on the 21st, and the Dynamite tapings, which will be the 22nd. As far as I know Ring of Honor will be, the main show will begin, the pay-per-view will begin at, I believe, 8 o'clock, so going head-to-head with SmackDown. That'd be fun. Well, it'll also go kind of head-to-head with the last hour, well, the first hour of Rampage. It'll probably be the last hour of the pay-per-view. Then again, who knows with Tony Khan these days with Ring of Honor. I think they have to close at the end at 11 because I think there's a 11 p.m. curfew with the Hammerstein. So, when I used to go at night, it would end around like 11:15. Unless it was New Japan Pro Wrestling, with that one show I went to where it ended like after 12 because there was a delay in the online feed. Delayed the show for like an hour. I was like, oh, that sucks. But people didn't care. We were like, hey, what are we going to watch here? A good thing they had the Tron. They were showing us old matches from New Japan. It was great. So, hopefully, we don't have that problem this year with the feed for the online feed for people watching on RingOfHonorWrestling.com, RHWrestling.com, or Bleacher Report, or Triller, or whatever. We got that. Collision will probably be starting around 7, maybe 8 o'clock for the start of the taping and everything. This is not. I think Collision might be actually live on the 21st. So if they're taping Rampage, I assume they're going to tape it probably from 10 to 11 or 7 to 8. Who knows? And then they got Dynamite. I don't know when that's going to be. It's going to be Sunday, so it might be in the afternoon. It could be at night. But they haven't really said what times the shows are. As far as I know, because I got my Ring of Honor Final Battle ticket, it's at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock pre-show. So, with 0 hour. So, 0 hour is going to start around 7. So, I would get there, like, if you're going to the Final Battle, get there at 3, 4 o'clock max. Because there's going to be a big line. And I don't know if they're doing a meet and greet. If they're doing a meet and greet, I think it would start at 5, 5:30 maybe. Downstairs, where the bathroom area is. Then they have the merge table as soon as you get in. So, and then a bar where you can go get your drinks and maybe some food. Unless you want to get it from a bodega, or you want to get it from, guys selling hot dogs and pretzels on the street. But yeah, get there early, and if you want to get lunch, I mean, there's a restaurant right across the street. I think it's Five Guys is right across the street. So on 8th Avenue and 34th. If you don't know where the Hammerstein is, look it up, all right? But gonna be a great weekend. That's gonna be. I'm so happy that I'm going to both Collision and Final Battle. I didn't have to pay a lot for my muffler for those tickets. Just saying. Alright, but we got that. But Rampage, final episode, December the 28th, 27th, I'm sorry, the night before World's End. So that's going to be definitely taped at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. So, we'll see what happens with that. I don't know what's going to happen with their new show, Shockwave, if it's even going to happen or not, going into 2025. If it's going to be on Fox or it's going to be on some other network. We'll see. And Tony Khan came out today and said 2025 will be a profitable year for AEW because of what happened after what Bischoff, that fucking idiot, had to say. Oh, I'm doing a rant. I am doing a rant about that. I don't know if it's going to be when. Probably be this weekend. I'm going to do a humongous rant about Eric Bischoff and what he said about AEW. Saying, there's no hope for AEW. Right. And how bad did all the AEW people just, lambaste you? They bitch off. The WWE guys yeah. I'm talking like Tama Tonga now. But it is what it is. Anyway, let me turn to the great station of TBS because we're about to start. It's not the channel I wanted. Alright. Dynamite is just about to start from, I don't know where they're emanating tonight. Probably some shithole in America. Unless it's New York, then it's not a shithole. But, if it's from Philly, then you know it's a shithole. But I digress. Because their fans are pieces of shit. Because, as always, ladies and gentlemen, Philly and their fans will always be New York's bitch. So if you're from Philly, you're a bitch. I know my cousin lives down there, but she's not. But I digress. On that. That's the only person that actually is good down in Philly. Everybody else, you're a piece of shit. Ha! And the Eagles suck, and they're gonna get destroyed in the playoffs. The Flyers suck. The 76ers are not that great. And the Phillies, well, we know what happened to the Phillies this past season. It is what it is. But final meetings for Juan Soto is going to be happening, I believe, this weekend, because the winter meetings are going to be taking place soon. So we got that. Alonso, Mets are the front runners to possibly re-sign him. Who knows? With that, Max Fried had a Zoom call with the Yankees. Oh, that might be actually a good deal for the Yankees. They got Cole, you got Fried, and then garbage after that. So we'll see what happens with that. So, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. In the hot stove, which is starting to get red hot when we move on. Alright, so, Dynamite is emanating from Fishers, Indiana. Where the fuck is that? Is that on the outskirts of Indianapolis? Why do they go to these dinky towns that nobody's ever fucking heard of? I don't get it. But they're gonna be in New York City like 2 weeks from Friday. Can't wait for that. That's gonna be a great weekend. Alright, so we're getting a recap of the first week of the Continental Classic. Brody King destroying... Hi guys, it's me, Darby! I got my ass kicked, but I did it for you. I come from Seattle, I weigh 150 fucking pounds. I'm so fucking emo. Oh, guys. Alright, so the leaders in the Gold League are Claudio, Will Oceanspray, and Shelton Benjamin. Alright, so we got Brody King and Claudio tonight. That's gonna be epic. And in the Blue League, Kyle Fletcher and... Oh, sorry, Shelton's in the Blue League. Kyle Fletcher and Shelton Benjamin tied at 3. Daniel Garcia and... Oh, Kata! 20-minute draw, so they got 1 point each. So we got Shelton Benjamin and Kyle Fletcher tonight in the Blue League. That should be fun. And we got more matches to come on Friday, Rampage, and on Collision this weekend. And also, Juice Robinson is out of the tournament because he broke his foot. And they replaced him with Commander. So Commander's got a 1-match advantage because the whole thing had to be redone. So everybody pretty much has 4 matches left except for Commander. He's probably going to have 2 matches in maybe the same weekend. We got that. Alright, so we're going to start Dynamite with the Blue League. Shelton Benjamin taking on Kyle Fletcher for first place in the Blue League. Both have 3 points. Should be a great match. So we got that. So, as always, 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, 0 for a loss, and 20-minute time limit. And everybody is banned from the ring, meaning Don Callis, MVP, and Bobby Lashley. They're all gone. Can't interfere. Because wouldn't be a good thing. That's that. Alright, that's it. With all that. But we move on. Alright, so that's some of the news of the day. Besides the big news, which I saved for last, and I have to save the man! Becky Lynch. Yes, it was reported that Becky was at the Netflix there was a Netflix event, first appearance in a long time, for the former Women's World Champion, making a rare appearance there, and then she's going to make a rare appearance, I think this weekend. Is it this weekend? Let me just check the date of this flyer. I think it said December the 7th. Oh, no, that's not right. Sorry about that. But anyway, she is doing another event at NY8 East in Los Angeles, California to promote her book, her best-selling book, by the way. New York Times bestseller, Becky Lynch, kind of like Mick Foley and Chris Jericho and all the people that wrote books. Like Hogan, brother. So, right. So, the book is called Becky Lynch, The Man, Not Your Average Girl, which in stores now. Go get it. I haven't got it, so I don't... Yeah. I haven't got it yet, but I am getting it. So there was a tease that she was at the Netflix event, and everybody's like, "Oh, when are you coming back? When are you coming back?" So she's kind of teasing that she might be back for the Netflix premiere on January the 6th. So lots of stories are going around yesterday and today, but so who knows if Becky will be returning in January at the Netflix premiere. And a lot of people are saying that if she does come back, she's going to win the Royal Rumble. I'm sure they won that. I don't think she should win it again. I mean, who's she going to face at WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley, that could be interesting, but one of them has to turn heel. So Becky's gonna come back as a heel? I don't think so. I mean, even though she was a good heel. But, I mean, we'll see. But I think Becky will come back on the Raw roster. Eventually, Charlotte will come back on the SmackDown roster, because she will be coming back, probably at the Royal Rumble. I wouldn't be surprised if she comes back at the Netflix premiere. So we could see a lot of stars. Roman to be on the show. John Cena will also be there. Gonna be a packed show for 3 hours, too. Back to 3 hours starting January the 6th. And SmackDown as well, 3 hours. Wow, 3 hours of SmackDown. Whew. That's going to be a lot of TV. And including NXT, 2 hours. Lots of TV during that whole week. Every freaking day. Monday 3 hours. 2 hours on NXT. That's 5 plus 2 on Wednesday for Dynamite, and then you got about an hour, about 2 hours, I'd say about 2 hours for Ring of Honor and TNA. That's about 8. And then you got SmackDown, it's going to be 3, that's 11, plus, well, can't say Rampage anymore, so that's still 11, plus 2 hours of Collision. That's 13 hours. If you add Shockwave, it might be an hour or 2 hours. It's about 14, 15 hours a week of wrestling. Not counting Sundays and Saturdays with the pay-per-views, which could go... So about 20 out of the 24 hours in a day, we're gonna... Well, about 20 to 24 hours. Counting if there's a pay-per-view that same week, it's about 20-something hours. Crazy. I don't think we have all the time. But... we'll see what happens with that. Alright, we got Anna Jay and Penelope Ford tonight for the ladies. We got Mina, my girl, my fourth hot Asian wife, Mina, is going to be taking on the so-called Queen of Japan, Emi Sakura. The boring as fuck, who gives a fuck match. We all know that Mina's going to win. We'll see if Mariah May appears tonight. Because after what happened, her promo last week, he says, I want Mina, I still love you, and if you want to be on top, I'll be here. Yeah. I love for one of them to be on top and me in the back. Ha ha! Yes. But I digress on that. I digress. But anyway, we got that. So Becky is coming back, and probably at the January 6th Raw. So we'll see what happens with that, and possibly we'll be at the Royal Rumble in February. And also, there's I don't know if it's a rumor, but it might be happening, but Saturday night's main event, which is coming back next weekend in Strong Island, New York, at the Nassau Mausoleum. Big card there. And then we got the next one, January the 25th. I think it's in San Antonio. But I know that the next day is the January 25th. But I heard a rumor that Saturday night's main event might actually be monthly shows. If that is monthly, that is big. But you can't do it. You have to do it not in between. In between, there's a pay-per-view the same month. You can't. You have to do it like the week before, the week after. So I don't know how that's gonna work if it's monthly. There's even more problems for Tony Khan on a Saturday night when you have especially this Saturday night when you got Deadline going head-to-head with a live Collision. Who's gonna watch Collision? Nobody. And then you got Saturday night's main event next week going head-to-head with Collision. Oh, boy. It seems like every time you think Tony Khan is one-upping Hunter, Hunter's like, I'm one-upping you again, Tony Khan. Hunter's like 2 steps above Tony Khan, and then Tony kind of is like, oh, I'm gonna get that. So like, whoop, 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 whoop. They're trying to 1-up or 2-up or 3-up each other. There's always a competition. Right now, fucking Hunter's winning. I mean, it is what it is. That's that. Alright, so I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna watch Dynamite. Pretty good match with Shelton Benjamin, Shelty Baby, and taking on Kyle Fletcher. They're chopping it out like madmen on the outside. They're beating the fuck out of each other. So we'll have to see what happens with that, and who takes the lead in the blue league, I should say, not the gold league, the blue league. I don't understand why it's gold and blue. Should be gold and black, you know, like black and gold, like NXT, but that's not story for another time. But I digress. So we got all that. Alright, so I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for watching. Leave me your thoughts and opinions about everything I talked about in this video. Becky coming back to WWE, probably at the Netflix premiere, or the Royal Rumble. Nick Khan talking about that WWE will be fan-friendly before it even hits Netflix. Or when it hits Netflix, who knows? With that, Ring of Honor, it's not Ring of Honor, sorry, Rampage final show, December the 27th at the Hammerstein Ballroom. So if you want to talk about that, and also anything else in the world of professional wrestling you want to talk about, put it down below in the comments section, and we'll have a little discussion, if you will. And that is that. And we'll move on from there. Alright, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. And until next time, I'll be back later with my AEW review right here on the Peter Joseph channel. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to hit that bell so you don't miss it. And if you do, well, fuck you. And that's it. So, like I said, I will be doing a rant about Eric Bischoff fucking saying that AEW has no hope. There's no hope for AEW. So I'm going to be doing a rant probably on Friday, maybe Saturday. Sometime this weekend, I'll be doing a rant on my legendary PG Rants channel. And probably next week, as we're getting close to the final battle, I'm going to do a special video about how Tony Khan can pretty much save AEW and Ring of Honor. Because right now, Ring of Honor is in the toilet. That's why we call it Ring of Horror. But I really hope Final Battle is good. I know it's going to be good because it's at the Hammerstein. So, usually the Ring of Honor pay-per-views are pretty damn good. But the TV shows, not so much. Not so much. And the titles are barely defended on the shows, or mostly at the pay-per-views. And it just feels like Tony Khan can't book it. He needs to get out of stop booking. He needs to get somebody to come in, like a Scott D'Amore, or somebody else to book Ring of Honor. Take over the reins of Ring of Honor. You can still own it, but I would have like a Scott D'Amore type guy book and be on the creative team for Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor. That's what I would do. I mean, if you agree with me, great. Let me know. But when I do the video, of course. But that's what I would do with Ring of Honor. That's one of the reasons and how Tony Khan can save Ring of Honor. And also put it on Shockwave. Just have Ring of Honor as his own show. Just call it Shockwave. But then again, who knows at this point? Who knows with Ring of Honor? Maybe it should end permanently. Another great promotion. Bye-bye. Who knows? But with that, as far as AEW, we'll talk about that as well. So, thanks for watching. Once again, I will shut up now. Thanks for watching. And until next time, if you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. That's it. Until next time. Peace, motherfuckers.